YMC High Definition Series City Sessions, showcasing up-and-coming artists.
Every way I could express myself came through music.
I was probably 2021 when I realized that I really wanted to be about music.
I'm a singer-songwriter. Many of my influences are also singer-songwriters.
During high school, it was just difficult, so I found like writing music would help me express myself.
I was raised to believe that it was okay to be a musician.
First couple times I played a song for my father, he's like, hey, you could be a salesman, you sure you want to do this?
I want to always be getting better and learning and growing.
It's really kind of motivating to work on my craft and try to better myself just because of all the talent that's around.
When I write a song, and if it's a real good one, I think it just tends to come like that, and I feel like I'm channeling it.
She tried to interfere with my songwriting, and I would pull her hair and get out of my room and cry and kick and scream.
I've always said that I got into music like from the moment that I came out. Like I popped out singing, I had a first note, not a first word.
Definitely came out of the womb singing.
I don't know why I wrote about a prisoner, because I really had no connection to a prisoner at that point in my life.
I've been kind of through the ringer. I've had 3 different deals, and they've all didn't happen. It's not that easy. Your stars definitely have to line up from the ground all the way to the sky.
This boy in the class was like, "That was great. You remind me of Bob Dylan. You want to start a band?" And I was like, "Okay."
I'm not completely comfortable with being on a stage alone. I'm not completely comfortable with being on a stage.
To thee, how great thou art, how great thou art.
We started at the Methodist Church, but then it really when all the churches would get together and we'd have revivals there in the tabernacle, which was right next to our house, That was when the booster bands were really big and loud. And
we have never forgotten these songs.
Oh, I know it.
If we could teach the songs we learned in the booster band to all of the children in the world.
Everywhere. Get them started singing early.
Early. Singing about love.
Tempted and tried, we're off made to wonder why it should be.
Our grandparents would study. You remember when they would sit up all night long studying their music lessons with a kerosene lamp, and and we could hear them in there when do re mi fa sol la ti all night long. Do you remember us going over across town to the black church and listening to those folks sing?
Oh, I loved that.
And that's some of the best gospel music in the world back in those days. Those folks really got with it, and I was wishing back then that we could take some of that spirit over to the Methodist church.
And we tried.
and we tried to stir them up a little bit.
See what I'm saying, Nate? Nate from his brothers. All right, let's lay it back. Now it's nearly here. Road. And I can just remember waiting through the year till the gifts are all up, and now it's nearly here. It's December. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool, real cool.
That's nicer. Was that?
That's
from fun?
And it's also your interpretation is just so perfect for the visual, you know. It's, that's great. I like that order. That's great.
My favorite times of year is the holiday season, especially as a musician. When you get to tour around the country and play holiday music, it's such a joyful time. So for me, getting a chance to play it all year long is one of my favorite things to do. This is my favorite holiday song, Joy to the World.
Hey, I'm Michael W. Smith. Happy holidays.
I'm sure someone must have said it. Take this Christmas love and spread it all through the year. May our hearts be right, like on this Christmas night. On this Christmas night. On this Christmas night.
She is one of the most popular entertainers of the past 20 years. She is one of the most recognizable voices in music. And yet there is much about this highly talented woman the public has yet to discover.
It is a bold message, but it's a very important message for me to make.
The year was 1967. An obscure musical group recorded a song called Up, Up and Away, and that was enough to send the Fifth Dimension straight to the top. Well, after all the Grammys and gold records, the group disbanded some 15 years ago, and they haven't played together since. That is until now.
The reunion of the Fifth Dimension served to underscore the great popularity of which featured Marilyn's vocals on classic songs like Wedding Bell Blues and One Less Bell to Answer. She and husband Billy Davis Jr. followed their success in the Fifth Dimension with hits of their own, like You Don't Have to Be a Star, which continued their string of Grammy Awards. She also launched a successful acting career on stage, film, and television, and hosted the phenomenally successful Solid Gold.
We have to be throughout the world, and we have to touch people in different ways. And we want, the most important thing is we want for people to look at us and wonder how we are different.
I take the sword of the Spirit in my hand, holding firmly to its truth, knowing all the power.
I've been very fortunate. I started off as a musician, actually. I was born in South Africa. I studied classical piano. Well, I've been very, very fortunate to work with some of the world's great rock and roll guitar players, and I guess the top of the list would be Jimi Hendrix, who I met in January of '67, and we worked together for the whole length of his career, which was unfortunately very short. It was only 4 years.
I was willing to do anything. If someone wanted me to sweep the floor, and that's what it took to get into a record company, I was willing to do it. If someone wanted my band to play for $10 a night, we were there. Whether it was a fraternity party, whether it was a church, wherever it was, we were ready to play.
I think the greatest achievement that I enjoyed as in Monument in that era was developing Roy Orbison.
I've had this question on my mind for a very long time. Is it true that all the gold in California is in a bank in the middle of Beverly Hills in somebody else's name?
Isn't that a good line?
Is it true?
Well, no, you know, thank God for America.
Listen to the music. YMC Records.